Hey dudes, what's up? I'm Andrew. This is my van. It's a 2018 Promaster 2500 159 wheelbase. And I'll show you around. Alright, so yeah, that's the outside. I think the main thing I like about the exterior is it's so stealthy. There's really no windows, and if you put up window covers on the cab area, nobody can really tell you're living in here. Alright, so guess we should go inside. I'll start with the heart of the system, which would be the electrical. Let's brighten her up. So, and here, if it gets bright enough, hold on. Okay, so we have 100 amp hour lithium battle-born battery, and then we have our fuse block down here, our positive and neutral bus bar. Get in focus. Okay, and as far as solar goes, I have the MPPT 130 amp solar charge controller, and then up on the roof, which I'll show you in just a second, I have two 175 watt New Power solar panels. So I have 350 watts of solar up on the roof. And then when I'm not getting enough sun, I installed a 40 amp DC to DC battery charger. So as soon as you turn over the key, you are charging this bad boy from the van battery. And last but not least, for the electrical system, I installed a 2000 watt inverter. And I also ran a GFI cable off of the inverter to these two outlets right here. Boom, bam. So, as soon as you turn on the inverter button, those outlets are working. Turn it off, it's off. And this is the battery monitor right here. That would be the heater display, water pump, and propane solenoid switch. Double that back down there. Boom, boom. Moving on to the next area. So in here, I did have a trash can right here. Took it out, cleaning it out, and then have this bench. When you're sitting in this bench, pull out this table, and you can either set your laptop, work from there, set your plate of dinner there, set your morning cup of coffee there, whatever you want. Comes in handy. Nice little workspace. Underneath that, we have the bathroom. I can't talk today. Alright, so, bathroom talk. So, wondering what this guy is right here. It's a little travel pin, so this can't come flying out when we're driving. So, just take that out and pull on that. Toilet's out. Voila! This is probably my favorite part of the van. So, it's a Nature's Head compostable toilet, and how this works is it has an intake right here and an outtake right here. Little 12 volt. It has a little like computer fan in there, and it just always runs, so it's always blowing outside of the van, which goes down there by the electrical, and it separates your liquids and your solids. So your solids goes down in there, and you either put coconut fiber or peat moss in there, and it composts it, and you just change it out about on a monthly basis. Liquids go down those two holes into this tank right here, and you just empty that out every few days whenever it gets full. But yeah, no smell, pretty efficient. Love this thing. So that's where that tube is going to. Voila! Okay, and back to these pins. One for the toilet, two for these drawers, and two for the refrigerator freezer. So I'll show you how those work. So here are my drawer pins. They're in right now. Doors are locked. Pull that out. Pull that out. And voila. Bunch of drawer space. Times 2. And okay, this is just a big storage cabinet. You can put more shelving units in there as well. So the cabinetry design is web frame cabinets. So instead of having this being a whole full wall right here, big wall right here, you save a lot of weight in the van doing it this way, hollow inside. So that's that. And moving on, we have a Webasto Airtop STC 2000 heater. This thing is a beast. Just goes out through there. Warms up the van in probably 15 to 20 minutes, I would say. And yeah, it just siphons gas from the actual gas line on the gas tank of the van through here. And I think 20 to 22 hours of runtime is like a gallon of gas. So it's incredibly efficient. Amazing. And when I pull the pins out for the day, I'm just hanging out somewhere, not driving, threw up these little magnets right here. I like to just do that. Makes life easy. These are the two for the fridge. Boom. That way I don't lose them. You know. Love the magnetic spice jars. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Okay, onto the fridge. Okay. It's the Dometic 95 DZW fridge freezer combo dual compartment. It's 85 liters. You just got this handle you can pull it out from, or there's a hole. You can use your finger, or just pull it out from the top using the handles. But yeah, I just have it off right now. And there we go. She's on. Keep it off. No point in having it on right now. But yeah. And freezer compartment. Pretty big. And fridge compartment. If you didn't want the freezer, you can do it dual fridge or dual freezer. It'd be pretty weird, but that bad boy is amazing. Done, you just do that. Take these pins and they go in the little holes on the sides. Banana hammock, and this is my overhead storage for, I stored all of my dry food in here. Get little like Tupperwares, keep it all nice and organized. And these custom door faces are made out of alder. Stained them myself. Nice little gray, and I used a water-based clear coat for everything in the van. And I kept the pine tongue and groove paneling just plain and just put clear on it, because just like keeps the space more open and more of that like cabin feel, which is what I was going for. And here, got a nice little open face bookshelf is what I would like to use it for. You can really use it for anything. Have the Max fan remote control. There's the Max fan. Got a few hooks. I was using those for my jackets. But you can like sit down comfortably and have plenty of clearance. Not gonna smack your head on the shelf or anything. Moving on. Hey, it's nice to have the mirror. It was like an ugly bump piece of metal right there sticking out. I didn't know what to do, so I built a nice little box, and then I got a little custom piece of mirror cut out for that, and happy with that. Nice little bare butt bottle opener, and for the lights, got 8 LED puck lights, and that's the dimmer. Gotta have the dimmer, set the mood sometimes. Guess I'll just keep that on. No, the camera doesn't like that. And onto the sink. Nice little stainless steel sink and a nickel plated faucet. And this is the water filter. So that's off. Turn the water pump on. And then there's a switch over here. And there's the water filter action itself. And how that works is down here I have the sink split off to a T, and it can either go through the gray line into the gray water tank, which is just a 5-gallon tank. You just do a quick unplug, pull that out, empty it outside, and put that back on. And if you don't want to have it on that, you can have it running through this green hose. Green hose goes through the bottom of the van, and it just goes onto the floor, into the street, wherever you are. So that's what I just did. And for the water tank itself, it'll be back here. Have a 25-gallon fresh water tank. And that probably lasts me about a good week and a half if I'm like really savoring it. Just using it mainly for dishes and not like showering so much. I'll show you the shower soon. But yeah. This is probably the most common stovetop oven you'll see in a van. If people are using a propane system, they are probably going to have this oven you'll see. Just a nice little dual stove burner. And yeah. I think it's you can fit a 9x13 pan in there. But yeah, the thing works great. I love it. Underneath that, just a big storage area. I used it for all my pots and pans. That's, yeah, what I would use it for. I don't know how you're feeling though. Over here, nice little flip up table. And sit in the swivel. put your morning cup of coffee there, or just throw your legs up, just hang out. You're basically like kind of outside. Yeah, I love this table. Made it out of a piece of walnut that I just had sitting around. But yeah, I love the kitchen area. Countertops are made out of rustic hickory, and all of the rustic voids I had shipped out the bark, and I put some like little black resin spots in those, so cool little touch. The cab area is looking dialed. It's got a little over 44,000 miles on it. I just drove it across the country for the past 2 months, and it was literally just couldn't be any more perfect. I enjoyed it so much. And the seats are literally so cozy. I got the passenger swivel. Adds a nice seat to the living space. The flooring is rigid board core flooring. It's 100% waterproof, super solid. Most people just do vinyl plank flooring, and if something falls on it, it scratches or dents just super easily. And this is like what you see in like a typical house nowadays, and it is amazing. A little harder to install, but well worth it. As far as ventilation goes, I have the Maxxair Fan Deluxe, the 7500 version. It's a 10-speed fan. You can either have it blowing out or in. And when you have it blowing in, I installed these 2 vents on the back doors. You literally get like the best cross breeze ventilation going over the bed throughout the night, and it's really gets the job done. Sometimes they get like too cold and they'll have it on like 20%. The bed is a full-size bed, and it fits wall to wall, which is what I love about the Promaster. That way you don't have to put it from the back doors to here and waste all of this extra living space for like the kitchen area. Like none of this would be here, right here. So that's nice to have. This is where I put all my clothing. 2 of these. And there's a lot of garage storage I'll show you. Also where I put my other seasonal clothing. Simple bug screen. Magnetic. Attaches to the outside doors. These are the vents on the outside and on the inside, and when I close them, looks like that. There's a backup camera. That is a necessity, and this is what the back looks like. Alright, from left to right, I usually just put my shower necessities on the little rack right there. And then this is just the open shelf to that's where I stored my other clothing and backup sheets and towels and just all those goodies. And there's the inverter, some storage. I put my extendo ladder right there. Got to pull that out every few days to clean the solar panels. And here's the toilet. Electrical lines ran through there. 25-gallon water tank. This is the propane locker right here. There's a 25-gallon propane tank inside of there. Hold on, this is really bright. The shower setup is so simple. It's just this EcoTemp water heater, and just run hot and cold and the propane line, and I have the hot going to the sink in the front. and to this guy right here, and yeah, it just hooks up to the water tank and the propane tank, and you have hot water to the sink and a little exterior shower. So for privacy, I have a blackout curtain that connects these back doors up there and up there, down there and down there. So you really have like 3 by 6 feet of outdoor shower space, and if you just put down a nice little rubber mat right here, it works great. It's super nice. And I just kept like all of this space just open back here. Just never knew what I really wanted to do exactly with it. So when I traveled, I just had 2 huge Tupperware compartments back here, then put all my backpacks in here, and still had plenty of space. And yeah, things are beast. Just built a little shoe storage compartment right here. Fits like 2 pairs of shoes just fine. 2.5 if you're lucky. But now I just built that because there was another just ugly piece of metal sticking out right there. So why not build that and a little step up. Voila. Chilling.